Christoph, I'm very happy to welcome you for this discussion, and thank you for joining us for this ENOVIA NetVibes 3D Experience User Conference in Netherlands. So can you just tell us about who you are, your background, and what is motivating you in your work on a daily basis?
Yeah, sure. So I've been working with Dassault products for over 10 years now, I would say. Started off at automotive. 3D experience platform 5 years plus, implemented at 2 startups already.
You are an experienced guy already.
Yeah. What motivates me is it's basically I'm leading CAD department now in the job, but also in the last one. And of course, for me, data management is part of the job. It's quite important, especially dealing with a lot of internal and external partners. So I really like to start from scratch, to go completely invent a complete digital strategy for a company.
Can you tell us a bit about actually your company now? You said the third startup. Your company now, what they are, what you are doing, and what is the next crazy idea?
Yes. So the company is Mocci. We're developing an electric bike, and also a complete mobility concept. So it's not just a bike; it's pedal-powered vehicles in general. But we're starting with the bike, and I'm leading the CAD department, and also responsible for the PDM.
Okay, I understand. And
PLM.
so, what is the innovative idea behind this new mobility service?
Yes, so it's mainly focused around B2B customers.
Okay.
We see that there's a rising demand in this business, especially fleet mobility, also delivery services.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, and not so many solutions on the market that are really targeting this area of customers. The demand is to have really low maintenance efforts, actually, to deliver goods to the customer efficiently. Every time you have a maintenance, for example, the good doesn't get delivered.
Of course.
There's a big downtime and also not very sustainable. So we try to minimize that by, on the technical side, by getting rid of the bike chain. We have a ride-by-wire system, a generator in the pedals and a motor in the rear. And also we want to have a product that's highly scalable. We use for that we use high-performance polyamide structure.
Okay.
So all of the parts, including the whole bike frame, are made from one tool. And also we want to have our connected services, our own app, and fleet management. Because for those customers, it's very important to know, not just to know where the bikes are, and to enable proper fleet management and fleet intelligence.
So you said that actually you had previous experiences with our solutions, with experience, and also ENOVIA, CATIA, and others.
Yeah.
But how was the decision made for Mocci? I mean, maybe it was made before you joined?
No, it was made after I joined.
Okay.
Yes, I was tasked with building a CAD team, but also tasked with finding a proper way to manage the 3D data. And I knew from the start that it would not just be the 3D data. There's many connected processes, and still, when we expand as a company, I know we will have to implement many additional processes and implement new people. And I'm trying to bring many on the platform, as many on the platform as possible.
Yeah, actually, so you said you are responsible for the CAD team, but I understood from your presentation, your very good presentation, actually.
Thank you.
That actually you are already thinking about going from engineering to manufacturing to service.
Yeah.
To have this holistic approach to create this multiple virtual twins somehow
Yeah.
of your product.
Yes, we already use manufacturing BOM as well, also service BOM. We started implementing 2 years ago, and around last year we saw that, okay, we tried to do it all in one BOM, but it's not possible in the end. You have different requirements, you have different timelines, different release dates, and yeah, we went for the Delmia solution, the MFN license.
Yep, yep.
Which is really nice because it's all in the browser as well. Yeah.
And I hope it works well with the ENOVIA.
Yeah. Yes, it works quite well, yes. And also we use one change management, one issue management. It's I think the advantage of having everything in one place is not really seen by many startups. Only when you have people in there that know how important a holistic approach is for this, then you get a solution for that.
And actually, you mentioned startup. I've been working also myself with several customers who are starting new ideas, and I know that it's not easy in startups to put in place processes and put some to organize things together. Can you tell us a bit how you are engaging with those people and how you are enabling those processes in the organization?
Yeah, so it was also quite interesting for me because before I worked for big companies, and processes were more like something that was in the way of me working. Now I am the one implementing them, but it's not. In startups, usually there's a high demand for processes, and if you have something out of the box, and this is what I love about the 3D Experience Cloud, the processes are fixed basically. There's no need for discussions of how to, for example, how to implement issue management or how to call everything. And this is what I really like. For example, the maturity states are fixed. If we let the teams name them, you will have many different names for the maturity states. But if it's all fixed, it's just a plug-and-play solution. And this is that time of speed that we need as a small company.
So when you speak about users, can you tell us a bit about, so first of all, I mean, do they like the system?
Yes.
And maybe more precisely, what are the part that they like the most, and eventually the one where they have some request or some request. I don't know.
Yeah. So I think, I mean, of course, the users that need the 3D or that want the 3D for some reason, they are the ones that like it the most, of course, in the beginning at least. Yeah. So at first I onboarded the CAD engineers, of course, and everybody who works with the BOM directly. Manufacturing, it also makes a lot of sense for them, even in an early stage, to include everyone. We saw, we were working with some Chinese suppliers, and we saw the big advantage of not having to translate. Before we were actually translating drawings, BOM, everything.
Okay.
So sending them the 3D directly is a huge advantage that we probably underestimated in the beginning.
So can you give some example of how it is being used for collaboration between those different teams in different places?
Yes, so we're only exchanging 3D data and drawings and also some documents via the platform. We're not sending via email or anything. And in the past, when we did send the data via email, and there was, for example, no clear revisioning system, half a year later you get an email back, the data you sent us was wrong, the tool modification was wrong, and when we send it via the platform, when we have a clear revisioning system, when we say, hey, the data is not released, don't modify the tool yet, This is very important for our communication with external suppliers, especially as a small company. Because if a discussion comes up about costs and we cannot prove anything, usually a smaller company loses the discussion.
So what are your plans for the what are your next tech plan, and eventually I don't know if you get also some new ideas from the presentations or discussions that you had during those 2 days.
Yeah, so our main next steps will be connecting to other systems, especially ERP system and fleet management. I got some ideas, especially also with NetVibes, that we could profit from, but also some of the new releases of the new Gen 7 releases were quite interesting for me. Yeah.
So anything that the most appealing to you, or that?
I found the project management quite interesting, and the AI integration. That's pretty. I think this is something we are probably looking for. Yeah.
Okay, so that's. I will tell the team to make sure that
yes.
we follow up on that.
Sustainability point of view is quite important for us. This is also why we chose the fiber-induced polyamide structure. Mm-hmm. So recycling will be a point.
Yep.
Quality, yes, we have some requirements already. Not sure if we're going to do it in the platform, but there's some ideas also. The issue I see sometimes is we get the requests, but in batches. For example, I know deviations are part of the quality tools.
Yeah.
I know we need something for deviations, but I don't know if the tool is too big for us at the moment, and if we will use a smaller solution to start with. This is always the difficulty for a small company to decide, I think.
No, it is. So again, we'll be very happy to support you in your decision process.
Yeah.
And see,
definitely.
First of all, if it can be simple, it has to be simple enough.
Yeah.
And then how we can value the connection between all the different pieces. So, Christoph, I mean, it was great speaking with you. Again, I would like to thank you for joining us here.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
In Den Hague,
yeah.
as they say. And I wish I will see you again on stage soon somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.